Hello everyone, Green Gemini here, back with your next episode of Oxygen Not Included. So we've gotten a couple things done in between last episode and this one. Minor things, very minor things. One of those you can see we've got deodorizers down here, mostly to help start getting rid of all of this polluted oxygen that's being produced. It's got to go. So there's so much of it. I'm probably going to take some of these. Actually, let's go ahead and just place them around randomly. Let's go with gases. Put one there. Put one here. Another one there. Another one here. Just to kind of help get rid of some of this stuff. And the other thing that I did was I went ahead and built our ladder up to here, and now we're continuing further up this way. Ooh, I didn't see that one. Just to kind of get us going up toward space, really. We've got this is really the best way to go up instead of going through this biome or the slime biome or anything else. Frozen biome is probably the easiest one to get up through, mostly because it's cold, we have exosuits, it's no big deal. Also dug this out a little bit down here, and because of that, with the ice and the snow and everything dropping, this water has cooled down pretty good. We're down to 80 degrees right here, 62 degrees here, so we'll be able to take this and then pump it into our water tank, and also take the polluted water. I'm probably just going to filter out and pump down into here. There's not much I really need to do with that right now. So we've got, we also uncovered a saltwater geyser. I'm really excited about that. And this has literally only been within the last maybe 5 minutes. Like all of this has happened within like 5 minutes. So that's why there's no in-between episode for those YouTube members that are out there. I am curious to see, what is this? A cool slush geyser. Oh, that's perfect. Wow, okay. So a cool slush geyser is going to, what is this going to, let's see. Polluted water, 14 degrees. Eruption period, 260 seconds every 515, and then we'll have to analyze it for active periods. Interesting. And then I went ahead and got the cool steam vent over here, which is currently dormant, done. By the looks of it, we have about 15 cycles left before that's active again. So that's a pretty decent amount of time. We've gotten the water from down here pumped up to here. Okay. Let's see, that's a natural gas geyser there. Oh, something I forgot to mention in the last video. So this is working now. It is totally working now. The dupes are coming down here, they're using this, and the temperature has hit well over 300 degrees. And the steam turbine is outputting 612 watts of power. Now, it is going to continue to put out power. We don't have any type of automation hooked up to this, only because we want to make sure we're deleting the heat out of here. I did not expect it to go this well. I'm actually really happy with it. Our liquid reservoir, you can see our temperature down here is at 343 degrees. The machines down here are staying fairly cool, which I'm very happy with. Like I said, we've got iron going, we have steel going. We have manufactured 2,600 kilograms already of steel. Every time we do iron to steel, we are producing 100 kilograms, so we've done that 26 times already. Not sure if I covered this or not, but the power for this is actually hooked up into this network down here, mostly because it was taking too long, number one, to get this hooked up. Number two, let's see, copy, paste that in there. I also wanted to have an extra source of power down here rather than just relying on these guys to get this powered down here. Now that we have steel available to us, we can go ahead and start getting into these geysers that are available. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think. Let's take this and make it like that. So that's completely closed off, because I want to make sure that we're keeping this separate from this. Okay, so we have a natural gas geyser here. These guys are digging their way up. I'm curious to see how far this ice biome goes up. This is a massive, massive ice biome. It's very interesting to me. What's also interesting is the way this this geyser is. I'm not too particularly happy. Uh-oh, who made a mess? Joshua, why did you make a mess? Because that is in your way and you can't get down. There you go, buddy. So he made a mess, so we're going to have to anticipate cleaning up that mess when he is done. Ooh, that's not going to be good if that falls into there. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and build that right there. That way that kind of prevents them from doing that. Because when they make a mess and they come out of their suit, then, yeah, that's not good. There you go. That'll kind of prevent that, and they can still get down in there. See, here you go. See, made a mess. There's that liquid. Get rid of that liquid. It's gross. Nasty, nasty pea water. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, so many things to do. All right. So we'll get into here. What I want to do down here first is we're going to take insulated tile with igneous rock. We're going to build a little wall right here. And then I need to be able to get people in here. So we'll go there. Actually, we'll go there to there. Screw it. Just do that. Okay, so we'll build this coming this way. We have this here, and then I'm going to need to, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So that will come across here. That was fast. Dig that up. Dig this up, and of course it's going to create more polluted oxygen. Good lord. So much polluted oxygen around here. It's ridiculous. I want this. Deodorizers. Let's go with 1, 2. Yeah, 2 deodorizers should work. And then to get into the natural gas geyser, we're going to have... Let's see, let's go with 2, 3... I could keep... We could do this. I think that would actually work. And then once this gets built, then that'll automatically create our water lock for us. I actually want to put that there. Because I want to try and get this to where... of course we have carbon dioxide right there. I want to try and create a vacuum in here in itself without having to actually pump out any gas that's in here. So we're going to try that today. This might take some editing. There might need to be some editing in this one that happens. Let's go with ladder, granite, down to here. Let's see if we can't do that. Okay, let's try and get this done first here, and then we're going to make priority 7 for all of this. Let's take that down to there, like that, so we can get into this part right here. Much better. I'd like to get these constructed fairly quickly. And filled with sand. Because this coming out of here, it needs to be dealt with now. Alright. This is good. This is really good. Okay. Alright, so that's good. That's going there. Do we have anything happening up here? What is Meemaw doing up here? Rummage that. Nutrient bar. Thank you. Oh, is she stuck? Yeah, she's stuck. Stupid snow. I'm like, why is Meemaw stuck up here? That's why. I'm actually really happy that we have a cool slush geyser right here. Ooh, so many possibilities of what can be done with things. Oh, the other thing that I noticed too, we don't have any regular hatches anymore. They all turned to stone. They're all stone hatches. And that was mostly due to the sedimentary rock that was put in here. So stone hatches can eat sedimentary rock and granite, and so we'll make sure that they kind of keep eating on that. That might eventually give us some smooth hatches. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm kind of glad that we have all stone hatches in here. That's kind of awesome. We've got 549 tons of granite. We have 248 tons of sedimentary rock. So we've got plenty of food for those guys. And they themselves will be giving us plenty of food. So hopefully we can, because I didn't notice that until just a little bit ago. And because of that, our population has dwindled down big time. That's because they weren't getting the nutrients that they needed. Choose a blueprint. Give me the iron. I'm half tempted to... Well, there's mealwood down here, so that these guys can eat the mealwood down there if they need to. If they get hungry. Let's see how wild they stay. Okay, doing okay up there. How are we doing down here? Alright, we need to get that. And then once that goes in, with there being regular water in here, that should... Yeah. I was going to say, it should lock up for us. And then if we're very strategic about how we're going about doing this, if we go in like this, and like this, then we should be able to build diagonally this way. Should. I'm hoping. See, because that's automatically a vacuum right there. Got, I mean, that's enough water for now. And then we're not going to uncover the geyser until we're completely ready to. Oh, we need to figure out how to get power in here. Okay. Let's see. So power. Can't go this way, obviously. We could go... Can't go that way either. Ooh. Okay, I think we go down. Yeah, I think we're going to have to cut through here and come over this way. So if we copy that to here... Let's go with heavy watt joint plate. Just make that out of copper. Oh, excuse me. A little sneeze there. Actually, yeah, let's just make it out of copper. So we'll take it down and over. And then we're going to keep that as separate as possible. So we'll go here, up to here, and then over to here. And then up here, this is where we'll have our transformer. That will go up here. And then we will have, there we go. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And then we'll have power that comes in here. Perfect. Okay, so we still have a vacuum in here. It doesn't look like there's a vacuum in here, but there is. Okay, so that corner build got rid of the carbon dioxide that was in there. We dig this piece out, then we'll be able to do a corner dig going that way. That'll prevent any carbon dioxide from coming up, and then we should be good to dig out the rest. Let's go ahead and do that too. And then I should be able to fit the gas pumps. I need 2 of them. Yeah, I need 1 here and 1 here. Okay. Now, here's the other question. Where on earth am I going to put this? I need to put my natural gas somewhere. Also need to sweep that up. Do I have rot pile coming into here? Yes, I do. And we're actually going to switch this to sweep only. Mostly because I don't want to have to do a lot of that. No, because this will end up filling up, so we're going to have to keep it to sweep only because we're going to have to empty it out and so on and so forth. Alright. They're getting groomed. I don't know why he's tied up. Those guys are fine. Let's do this. We need to sweep there. That's being swept. Okay, so natural gas. Where is this going to go? That is built. Good. Let's go ahead and dig out that. So we'll get that built. I'm thinking it needs to go somewhere in here. I'm thinking I need to get rid of this area. Because we're going to have this dripping down into here, melting the ice, which most of the ice is pretty much melted down through here. Look at that. That is cooled off very, very well. And then any of the hot water that comes in here, since we have all of this ice right here, we can just drop it in, cool it off, we'll be good to go. See, that's at an angle, so that's not going to get in there. That's still at a vacuum. Okay, happy with that. All right, deconstruct that. Oh, really? Okay, so this... am I going to end up getting slime lung in here? Probably. Because that has to go like that. I don't like it, but we're going to have to do it. Let's get 4. That needs to be dug out. Put that down to there. Okay. Oh. Honestly, I mean, I could take... I don't want it to go very far. I guess the question is, where am I going to have the natural gas generators? Down here, probably. Yeah, they are. So the natural gas generators will go down here. This is going to have to extend down once we get this dug out. Head hurts. There's so much thinking that needs to go into this right now. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this stuff. Now who made a mess? Meemaw. Why? God. This constant snow that's happening right here. It's driving me nuts. Let's, to prevent that from happening again, let's go ahead and put a ladder piece here so that she's not getting stuck all the time. Alright, so that's getting ready to come to an end up here. The ice biome is actually running into this warm biome over here. So we have some water melting, or some ice melting. Which I'm okay with. Okay, they are getting this done so much faster than I thought they would. Alright, so here's the main reason why I'm doing this out of steel. Okay, damn. I mean, darn. Ooh, bleep. 4,000. Okay. So let's go with 1, 2. We'll go with insulated gas pipes like this. Now the reason why you want to do 2 is because the gas pumps only pump... Where's it at? So they only pump 500 grams a second. You can actually fit 1,000 grams in one tile of the gas pipe. So we want 2 of these in here, so we can so we can pump it out as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and get some sweeping done in here. We're gonna get wire built in here, and I'm gonna switch it to... I'm actually gonna switch it to steel going into here. And then we'll actually uncover that here in a minute. Okay. So where to put this? I think that's not what I wanted to do. Keep hitting the wrong buttons today. Let's go ahead and dig this out right here. Oh, well, that's not going to work. Let's not do the mopping yet. Alright, so we'll dig out right here. I'm thinking I don't even have to dig out most of this. I just need to dig out some of it. I can actually use the abyssalite as a natural barrier instead of having to create my own. So I like that idea. I like being able to do that. Let's go ahead and dig that piece out. We'll go with insulated tile. Going here. Oh, problem with that though is... Actually, no, not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's copy that and go to here with it. Let's see, we're going to create a box, basically. Allow them to come in here, do that, and then we're going to have to create a way into the box. Yeah, that's not what I want. That is not what I want at all. Let's cancel. See, that's my bottom. It's the way in. Needs to be like that. No, like this. There you go. Oh, goodness. If we go like that, there you go. That makes a little bit more sense. No, it doesn't, because then I can't. I don't know what I'm thinking right now, to be honest with you. I'm overthinking this is what's happening. Do that. Do that. There you go. Dig this out. Good lord. And then we'll actually create the liquid lock. Yeah, the liquid lock will go over here. Let's dig this piece out. Granite can then go here. We will do... Is the game running? Like, everyone is sleeping apparently. We'll go with the bottle emptier here. Hang on, cancel that. Base. Plumbing, bottle emptier, yeah, igneous rock. Okay, so we'll do that. Alright, so the chlorine will get out, no big deal, who cares? It's not like we're not already in a watertight area. Airtight, watertight, whatever you want to call it. It's tight. Oxygen, how we doing? We're good. Okay. Algae, coal we're at 98, algae 8.7. Okay, so algae we're going to need to get some more of. I have so much slime, I might want to create a small distillery for that. Or what is it called? That is... yeah, an algae distiller. Right. Okay. Alright, so we have our box done. Okay. Well, kind of. Box is done. These are good. Once, actually, no. These need to go over one tile. Dang it. Let's see. Ventilation. Gas pump. These need to go here. Because we have to close this up here. So that'll go here. Okay. Wire. Have that come down here. Okay, so that's good to go. This is going. This is going. Let's dig that out. And then I should... ooh, did I leave myself enough room? Let's see. Gas pump. I'm going to need... 2 can go here. I did not leave enough room for 4. That's all right. Yeah, that's okay. We'll go... we'll just put an additional one here. I'm really going to need 4. No, I'm not. I'm not, because I've learned that having 2 is enough. 2 is plenty. We can go ahead and enclose this now. We'll take our power that's here. Put a transformer here. Let's take wire out of steel. Thank you. Into there. And we're basically doing the same thing. Except at first, we're going to have this vent into here. And then we do need to have an additional one of these put here. I'm going to say, let's get all of that swept. Let's go ahead and put a storage bin down here for any ice that we have to sweep up. Okay. This episode's going to take a little bit longer, I think. So we have that going here. The reason why I've got that there is that we're going to create, we're going to have a small, tiny bit of oil that's going to go in here. And the reason for that is because that will kind of help create a spot where we can have an overpressurized room when it comes to our gas chamber that's in here. And with the natural gas being right here, that will help with... oh, that's perfect. Our gas oven will be right here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I didn't even plan that either. I'm like, let's just put it here. Well, it makes sense. And then we'll end up doing the same thing to this natural gas geyser that's down here too. And then just feed it into here. Just need to make sure that we have all of our prep work done first. So liquid, we're going to do crude oil, and we're going to do an auto bottle. Now we have to be real careful with this because we have to keep an eye on this. Because you can only have a tiny, tiny bit of that in here. Let's go ahead and make this out of steel because it's going to end up being very hot in here. So let's do that. And that I want done like as soon as possible. So Ren's working on this one. He is on his way down there to get the oil. Can we get it built beforehand? And you literally just need a tiny, tiny bit. Who's getting this? Where is he at? Hopefully he's on his way over. Because I would like to have, yeah, he's getting in there. Because I want to have this done first because we're gonna keep an eye on it. We're gonna make sure that after it's built, we can sit here and pause it and stop it as need be. I'm glad he's getting that done. We're going to do liquid. I'm going to wait for this to be done first before we create our liquid lock in here. I'm actually okay with just doing water right here. Yeah, I am, because there's not going to be any need to do anything else. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do crude oil. We'll do that. Which, of course, doesn't look like he made it up here, obviously. Okay, so we have that going, we have this going, we have a lot of stuff going right now. Holy crap. Alright, so we went ahead and got, we got the crude oil in here, just a tiny bit. I didn't want to fill the whole thing up. I just wanted enough to get our liquid lock in here. Now, I did walk away for a second, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it says that this is over pressure. That's mostly because we have too much in here. Even though it's 49 kilograms, there's way too much. There's also a little bit of water in here. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but it did. So we need to get that mopped up. I also need to turn this back on to sweep only for polluted water, because I need to get this little one out of here. That's got to go. Alright, so since he is mopping this up, you can kind of see how it disappeared from there. So I'm going to cancel this. Okay, so it came back over. We're going to mop it up again. So this is kind of what you have to keep an eye on is is this kind of stuff. You want to mop it up enough, but you want to leave enough to where it creates that layer. Because what ends up happening is that it technically says that the crude oil, when you look at gas, it's saying that there's nothing in here. Well, that's because there's a liquid layer right here. So when the gas gets pumped into this layer, it automatically gets pushed up to this layer. And it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's the way the game is designed. And that way you can have so much natural gas storage in here. So we'll get all of this swept up. What is saying that there's not a spot for polluted ice? Right. So this sweep only, we'll go with liquefiables. Can go in there. So all of that'll get done. Do I have a spot for oil? Oh, that. No. Go ahead and deconstruct that. Go ahead and allow oil to get put into here, but disable auto bottle. So that way, the oil that's in here can then just get dumped into there real quick. We'll sweep all of that out. We're down to 200 micrograms in here, not too bad. And then I want to make sure that we have pipes leading into here, because I've done that before. I've done this. I have built this, and then I completely forgot to put a pipe in. Like, I was not happy with that. I was not happy with that at all. Alright, so this is a vacuum, so we can go ahead and hook that up. This is... Oh! No! The polluted ice melted. Oh, are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. Let me deconstruct this. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo this whole frickin' thing. You, come on, man. come on. That's not cool. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to have to go into cheat mode and do this. Oh. Why couldn't you have swept that up when I told you to? Because now the problem is that we have polluted oxygen coming in here, so it needs to go away. Polluted water, 35.9 grams. 110, 147. Fine. You know what? I'm cheating. Oh no! Oh, what happened? Oh my god, the game closed on me. Oh crap. Oh my god. Thank god for autosave. Thank god. This is what happens when I try and cheat. This is what happens. The game was like, nope, you're not doing it. It's not gonna happen. Wow. Alright, resume. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened. Let's get the game loaded back up real quick and then... we'll see. Okay, so advantage is that the polluted ice has not melted yet. It's at negative 5.5. So we need to sweep it now. Like seriously now. Ugh. Not fast enough. Not fast enough at all. Dang it. Alright, so let's leave. Let's just mop this up. Just mop the whole thing up. Cancel. Deconstruct on that. Oh, dang it. Okay. So I want you to not do that. Sweep at a 9. Okay. This needs to be crude oil. I guess that's you know, that's what we get for trying to cheat. I mean, game closed out on us. Started back at cycle 194, which it actually wasn't nearly as bad as what it was, which is good. So oh man. If we can get this crude oil back in here, get this done. I would like to get this 100% done before we do anything else. All right. So that no longer needs to be there. That's already overpressure at 9.6. Come on, really? I mean, you literally just need a tiny bit, apparently. Let's get that mopped back up again. Okay. Cancel. Perfect. Now, sweep it up. All of it, please. Thank you. Oh, that needs to be crude oil. We're almost done. I mean, we're good, right? We're good with that. Oh, that's what didn't. Okay. So my gas pipe didn't take. So the gas pipe needs to be put in here. That's got to be put in. And then I want to close this off before... Well, I don't even know. Is this thing currently... Is it active? Oh, come on. Yeah, it's showing overpressure. So I want to make sure that we get this cleaned up first. And we're also going to have to research it too for the active period. Put that back to a 9. Thank you. Okay, so we can deconstruct. Okay. So we're going to have to stop it here because I've gone over my time. We'll get this finished up in the beginning of the next episode. And then, I don't know, we might get into this one down here. We might get into the cool slush geyser. And probably before this water warms up, I'm going to want to pump that over to here. I don't know. I'm honestly not entirely sure what's going to be next. Ooh, what's happening over here? That's not good. Oh, I know what's happening over here. Okay, that makes sense. So that deconstruct, I'll have to fix this. So we'll deconstruct this. I'm going to put this here. Actually, I don't want... Ooh, no. Oh, I'm going to have to go through and clean this up, too. Dang it. There's a whole lot of cleanup needing to happen right now. Okay. Well, let me go through and assess some of the stuff. Because we're having some issues, apparently. There we go. There we go. Well, the heat is warming this up, and the ice is melting, and I forgot about that part of it, and yeah. So, anyway, questions, comments, concerns, put it in the comment section down below. If you're thinking of what needs to be done next, then let me know in the comments, and then we'll kind of go from there. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.